What is up, YouTube? That's here, wishing you guys a Merry Christmas, and since it's Christmas, I have a gift for you guys. We're going to be busting out a brand new team in the VGC 2020 Ranked Ladder featuring Morpeko. Look at this Pokemon. You absolutely love to see it. It's like so cool. I think this Pokemon is the new like Pikachu clone for the, the Sword and Shield games, but it actually has like a lot of cool things that like Pikachu, Togamaru, and other like past Pikachu clones don't have. It gets an exclusive move called Aura Wheel. It has a base 97 base speed, and this Pokemon is actually like super good. We're gonna check it out just briefly before we get into the games. This Pokemon packs such a good punch. I'm using a Life Orb set today with full speed, full attack investment Jolly, so we can outspeed those base 95s like Arcanine, like Togamaru, like Mimikyu, all those Pokemon. Morpeko brings more to the table. It gets Parting Shot, which is a really unique move, way better than people give it credit for. It gets Fake Out, but we're looking at Aura Wheel here. This Pokemon is so good. And this move is so good. Aura Wheel, Morpeko attacks and raises its speed with the energy stored in its cheek. So it gives a speed boost every time you do it, which is busted. And this move type changes depending on the user's form. So at the end of every single turn that Morpeko is out, it changes it's a dark electric type, but the Hunger Switch makes it so its Aura Wheel move goes between being an electric and a dark move. And so if you're leading with Morpeko, it's an electric type. The turn after, it goes to a dark type. There's so many different ways that you can make this really work. And I also think it's really cool this Pokemon gets Seed Bomb. So if you want to check Gastrodons or other really cool Pokemon, this Pokemon has really good coverage. It's a lot stronger than you give it credit for. And I think this Pokemon is definitely one that's worth building around, especially in fun teams. You can see our team right here. It looks like it's a bit of a hard Trick Room team with Hatterene and Butterfree. But in reality, we kind of just have really good defensive typing. We want to go with Morpeko, layer up some Parting Shots, set up some Leech Seeds, maybe get a couple weakness policy procs off with our Aegislash. It's a really fun team, and if you guys want to see this made into a rental team, be sure to leave a comment in the comments below. I'm going to be super busy today because it is Christmas. I just want to say, I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas as well. You guys have been so supportive for me over the past few months since Sword and Shield has come out, and I really do appreciate it. You guys are the best Christmas gift I could ever ask for. Thank you all for being so awesome. Enjoy the games, and hopefully you have an absolutely wonderful Christmas day. Alright, so we're going up into our very first game. We see Dragapult, Excadrill, Togekiss, Gyarados, Rotom, Wash, and Snorlax. This is the team that I featured on my channel a little bit last week. This is made by a trainer called Zine. This is the former best team in the world, used by the best player in the world on the ranked ladder. You've seen this used a lot. This is the Focus Sash, like Reflect, Thunderwave, Dragapult, the Assault Vest on the Excadrill, the Togekiss with the weakness policy. He's already locked in. I think really good Pokemon for this matchup are Butterfree and Gyarados. I think we still want to bring on Morpeko because I want to use this Pokemon, and I think Ferrothorn's still really strong here. I think Aegislash is also a Pokemon worth talking about, but Aegislash kind of struggles against well, actually, let me think about this. Aegislash is probably better than Morpeko in certain situations, but I think I'm going to bring the Morpeko because I like that Pokemon. How's that sound? I think I'm going to bring the Morpeko because I like that Pokemon. Butterfree is also super usable against the Togekiss. We do outspeed the Togekiss. We don't outspeed the Excadrill, but the Excadrill does not have Rock Slide. So we actually outspeed the Gyarados. I think we outspeed the Gyarados. We outspeed the Rotom, we outspeed the Snorlax, we outspeed the Togekiss. Butterfree is really solid. I think Gyarados is really solid. I think Ferrothorn's really important to bring because the only fire attack on this team is on the Togekiss. And again, I do think that Aegislash could be really good here, but I think that Butterfree just brings a little bit more to the table. So going into the game, hopefully we can get something done here. Togekiss is going to be a problem, but as long as we don't proc its weakness policy too early, I think we're going to be totally fine. I think we're going to be totally fine as we don't proc its weakness policy before we can actually KO it, right? That's the way you want to play it here. And I don't know if Morpeko is actually like amazing to bring here, but it's the Pokemon in the question of the day. You got to bring it. So they're going with the Assault Vest, Excadrill, and the Togekiss. They're going right off the bat. They're going hard and fast. And remember, the Excadrill does not have Rock Slide. So, like, I'm not scared here. They do not have that move. As much as you would normally be scared of Rock Slide here, they don't have it. There's nothing you can actually do about it. So I can totally just go for a Sleep Powder into the Togekiss. And I think I actually am totally fine just waterfalling the Excadrill. I don't want to waste my Dynamax turns because Dynamax is actually super important in this matchup. Let's think about this. Yeah, and if he wants to go for like a Follow Me, I don't want to waste that on the Dynamax. Like, so if I were to Dynamax here and go Sleep Powder and Waterfall, right? Unless I'm hitting the Excadrill with this Waterfall, it's wasted on the Togekiss, in my opinion. So he is Dynamaxing, probably Dynamaxing with the Excadrill, and that's totally fine. I'd much rather waste the turn off his Dynamax and then like counter Dynamax him. He's going for those big, Dynamaxing and Togekiss. All right, well then it's a sleep. You see, that's totally fine. One of the biggest strengths of this team is its ability to change everything up, you know, all willy-nilly whenever it feels like it. It can just be like, well, I'm going to do this play, even though it looks like I can do something completely different. So, Horn Drill, he actually goes for the Horn Drill. Of course he misses, because why would you risk everything on the first turn of the game? Why would you risk everything on the very first turn of the game? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, so one of the ways we're going to actually want to outplay this is we're going to be able to Dynamax with our Gyarados a little bit later, and we're going to be setting the rain. We're going to be setting the rain with Gyarados and making it so they can't actually dumpster our Ferrothorn with the rain. So I think I'm just going to I'm probably just going to Pollen Puff the extra so I can KO it, and we're going to be Dynamaxing with our Gyarados because we can't risk losing it. So we're going to be hitting the Tokus with that, because Tokus has to be well, Tokus can wake up this turn, but even if it does, what's it gonna do when you come for you? And I think he's probably just going for another Horn Drill because he's crazy. This guy's absolutely crazy. So Gyarados is gonna be Dynamaxing it up here, getting dummy thick. Remember, you can't Horn Drill Dynamax Pokemon. You can't get those one-hit moves on these Pokemon. And look how much health we're getting. We're doubling our health stat, 404 galore. You'll love to see it. And let's see, Horn Drill. Nah, unaffected, Chief, unaffected. Pollen Puff's gonna be able to take this guy out most likely. I know he's vested, but I still think we can take it out. Yep, still think we can take it out. Butterfree. A lot of people sleep on Butterfree's special attack investment. When you're using stab moves, oh, we got a one-turn sleep. A little bit never lucky. Little bit never lucky. Actually, it's quite never lucky. It's gonna clock our Sash, which means he can outspeed us. Wow, one-turn sleep. Really? Really, the one-turn sleep? Can I just play the game just a little bit? Just a little bit one-turn sleep. The good thing is we've wasted 2 turns of his Dynamax, and he's gonna be taking a Max Geyser to the face, which is really, really good. I can just go Rage Powder and like another one of these if I really wanted to. If I really wanted to, I could just do that. Or I could set like a Max Rockfall. I don't want to do that. I don't want to practice weakness policy until I see the white of his eyes. Let's see what he sends out though. Dragapult is the correct play here. Dragapult can go for ally switches, and that would make the game weird. Rotom's also quite good. Let's see. I mean, I think I could get away with going for a Sleep Powder. He's going to have to hit the Gyarados, right? I mean, do we just Sleep Powder the Rotom and go for a... I mean, if I Rage Powder, his Togekiss outspeed, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know if Max Overgrowth actually takes out a Rotom. What do you guys think? I don't think it does. I think that Rotom's way too thick. I didn't want to try it. I think it's the reason why we have it. It's for Gastrodon, but like, I want this Rotom gone just as much as I want everything else gone. He's going for Max Airstream. If he's hitting our Gyarados, he's a fool. All right, that's the correct play. Let's just act like I used Rage Powder, because that's pretty much what that is, instead of like foddering something that didn't need to be foddered in that situation. And he gets a bunch of speed boosts off this. Holy moly, the crazy speed boost. Gyarados does not get dumpstered by this Rotom, by the way. Thunderbolt's significant, but look how fast he is. The fact that he's faster than my Gyarados means he's not as thick as he needs to be. So this is going to do quite a bit. It's probably just going to proc a berry, but it puts him within range for another one. Actually, he got the speed boost from the Togekiss. I'm a fool. He's definitely still bulky. I was like, wait, that should have done more. But no, he got the Togekiss off the... He got the speed boost of the Togekiss. Let's see. I think Morpeko is definitely viable here, because his Togekiss is going to be losing that speed boost. So I think I'm going to bring the Morpeko. I think I'm going to fake out the Rotom, and I think I'm going to max Rockfall the Kiss, because Togekiss can't protect. Rotom can, I think. It has Nasty Plot, Hydro Pump, Thunderbolt, and I don't know if it has Will-O-Wisp. I think it has Protect its last move. So I think I'm actually just going to be going for, because Togekiss lost its Dynapower, right? So we're going to fake out in this Rotom up. And going for a Max Rockfall. Is Max Rockfall stronger? Let me think about that. So it's 130. No, it's actually stronger to use the water one. I guess it would actually be better to use Max Rockfall, though, because it could actually deal additional chip damage in case I need it. Would he high roll me? Like, do I need to actually go fake out and the Geyser? We'll see. I'm gonna go with the Geyser instead. I think it's actually enough. He cannot protect with the Togekiss. It does follow me, right? So that's one of the reasons why we're going with this play. I want it off the board. I think we can actually get it off the board. He's gonna be able to hit my Gyarados. Unless he high rolls me, which he does not, we're totally fine. There we go. Max Geyser should be able to take this thing out from here. It's about the same amount. It's the same exact power as the Max Rockfall. They're the same base power. So they're 130. What is it? The Max Rockfall is a 130 doubled by Super Effective with 260. The Max Geyser, on the other hand, is a 130 boosted by the Rain, which is a 1.5, and my Stab 1.5 again. So it's a double 1.5, which is a 2.0, and you get the the 260 off of it. So there's the Lax. You have Snorlax, Maxerlact, and acting all cool. Remember that Rotom is still quite fast. Rotom is still quite fast. I think I'm going to save my Gyarados to deal with that Snorlax. So what we're going to be doing in this situation is we're just going to be popping a Seed Bomb because I think that's hilarious. Actually, do I want to show Seed Bomb? I can just use Aura Wheel. It's okay. We're going to be switching on in Ferrothorn, though, because he's going to be going for a Thunderbolt. Ferrothorn will be able to block that one up, and then we're just going to put a Leech Seed on Snorlax, and we're going to win the game. So, Morpeko, you know, not the Pokemon that won us the game. I think correct play against a team that we have good matchup experience with is what won us the game. He's going for Protect. I think that's totally fine. I have absolutely no problem with that. I think he might be going for just a attack on the Ferrothorn slot then. That's smart to go for Protect, though. He knew what I was going for. He gets a free Curse off of it. But yeah, watching games like this, or playing a lot of games, looking at all of your opponent's codes, like teams at the end of the game, it's super important because you begin to pick up on what common items. Like, I won this game because, not only because I've used it, I've played with this rental team quite a bit, I've just seen how the team plays. I know all of its items, and knowing all of your teams, like knowing all of your opponent's items is super, super, super important. So let's just go for the Aura Wheel. Remember, Aura Wheel, one of the coolest looking moves in the game. Look how cool it looks. Morpeko, you love to see it. Gets a speed boost when he KOs with it too. A little bit of a mini beast boost right there. And, I mean, he can go for, like, what is it, Facade with a Snorlax? But all we gotta do is put up one Leech Seed, and we should be able to grind this guy out. I think Snorlax is absolutely amazing in this team. But, like, we still have a Gyarados. We still have a lot of ways to win this one. I wish I had, like, Encore. I wish Morpeko got Encore. I think it's the one move that I really wish it got. But I really do like the fact that it gets, like, really, really offensive moves, like Seed Bomb. It gets access to, what is it? It gets access to, like, Stomping Tantrum. And it has a really, really cool ability, which makes it use, like, it pretty much has 5 attacks. You know, Aura Wheel is a 110 base move, but it can be, you know, electric or dark, depending on the situation you use it. And you get Speed Boost when you KO things with it. Like, you love to see it. I can also be Party Shotting here, and actually, do I want to do that? It's a... How much attack do you have right now? He has 2? How about we make him have none? And he is seated, right? He is. Yeah, so Parting Shot's going to give an attack drop. And I'm going to bring in Gyarados, who also has an Intimidate, which gives it another attack drop. So all the attack drops. So Parting Shot's up. That's right. Taking that guy all the way back to the Stone Age, making it so he's going to have to use... He might, unless he... Actually, I know that Snorlax is not PP maxed in Curse. He only has 10. So if I use Parting Shots and Intimidates correctly, I can make it so even if he uses all 10 of his Curses, he can never get more than, like, ×2 attack. That's hilarious. That's actually just hilarious. He might be attacking the Morpeko this turn, scouting the Parting Shot. But he'd have to just be the best player in the whole world, wouldn't he? Perhaps going to do a lot, by the way. Can do quite a bit. And there's Facade into the Morpeko slot. Oh, man, he's so good. He read it. I think he actually read that. Yo, that just shows this guy, he ain't no slouch. That's a really good play from him. Morpeko doesn't have to deal with this, though. I'm going to go for a Fake Out. I'm going to get more Leech Seed ticks. And we should be able to grind this guy out. It's just going to take a little bit. Just going to take a little bit. All right. And then, what is it? That terrain going away actually helps make so he restores less health. But really good play from our opponent. That was really smart. So yeah, we're going to get Fake Out, Leech Seed, plus a potential hit for another Power Whip, and then turn after that, we're going to go for like a big Aura Wheel or something like that. So Fake Out here. Remember, Snorlax does not have that big Protect as much as it would like to have it. So let's see. Fake Out. Bam. Love to see it. A little bit of chip damage. Morpeko is not that bad with like a Life Orb. It really is not that bad with Life Orb. It deals so much damage. You guys would be really, really surprised. We're going to see his Berry proc right here. He does get Recycle. But like we have a Leech Seed. That's like the way this cookie crumbles right here. We're gonna start doing a lot of damage. All we need to do is get like 1 crit with Morpeko, and we should be able to grind this guy out. I think, right? I mean, I really don't know that much, but we should be in a pretty good spot here. We might be able, we might PP out of damaging moves. Who knows? But like, if he's gonna be trying to like, what is it? If he's gonna be trying to like Facade and Darkest Lariat down my Ferrothorn, he's in for a bad time. He's in for quite a bad time. So Power Whip. Oh, we've hit all our Power Ups too. That's quite significant. Is that a crit with the Power Whip? I'll take it. Is he recycling this turn? He kind of needs to. He goes for recycle this turn. He's so good. This guy knows how to use Snorlax. He's so good. But again, like look how much damage he's taking. Like he gets his berry back, but remember, berries aren't 50% anymore. They're like, I think like 33%. We have a Leech Seed tick. He has to pretty much spam recycle every single turn. The only thing that's bad about this is that my Morpeko is using, it has a Life Orb, so like I'm taking damage doing this sort of play. But as long as I don't miss a Power Whip, I think I should be able to get a KO this turn. just because Leech Seed is just so dominant. Come on, big damage. All right, Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. Give me a Merry Christmas, Ferrothorn. That's what I'm talking about. We take those all the way to the bank. Snorlax tried its absolute best, but Morpeko and Ferrothorn were just too much for this guy to handle. You'll have seen it, and we actually take those wins with Morpeko against the former best team in the world. You absolutely love to see it. All right, going up into the next game, we see Dracovish, Lucario, Grimmsnarl, Duraludon, Gastrodon, and Whimsicott. I love seeing this. I cannot wait to Seed Bomb a Gastrodon with Morpeko. So we're going to be going Morpeko. I still think you bring Butterfree here. I still think this is a really, really good lead at punishing a lot of these Pokemon. You can fake out the Whimsicott to stop it from tailwinding. Butterfree has a higher base speed than some of those Pokemon, especially if they're running a little bit bulkier sets. Butterfree can outspeed. Even if it doesn't, I got Focus Sashes. I got what I need to succeed. Let's see, what else do I actually want to go for? I think Ferrothorn's pretty good here. Ferrothorn's pretty good against Duraludon. Ferrothorn's pretty good against Grimmsnarl. It's not too hot against Ludicolo. Not Ludicolo, Lucario. Very same thing. I think I'm going to bring the Gyarados, though. I think Gyarados is still a really, really good Pokemon here. And we're going to bring... I mean, I want to bring Aegislash. It's so good versus Lucario. It's so good versus Duraludon. It's just not that hot versus Grimmsnarl. It's also not that hot against like Gastrodon in certain situations, and it can get kind of washed by Encore by Whimsicott if they have it. So let's just not bring Aegislash this time. We're gonna go Ferrothorn. I think Ferrothorn's really, really solid. They know that we're gonna be bringing Ferrothorn, but I don't even think we're gonna need it. If anything, I need Ferrothorn as like a one-turn defensive switch in, and then I'll switch Ferrothorn out for like Gyarados or something like that if I expect them to go for like a big fighting attack or something. So hopefully we can get some plays with Morpeko here. Remember, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to show off the, value this Pokemon can actually bring to the table using its unique ability and Aura Wheel move. So let's see, Duraludon, Lucario. This guy knows what he wants. This guy knows what he wants. Wow, that's a really aggressive board, actually. I think I should just be parting shotting the Duraludon because I think it's totally gonna just Dynamax here. Because it's going to make it so it doesn't want to get fake outed. Lucario probably has... Lucario has Justified, doesn't it? I'm a parting shot the Duraludon still. I wonder if he's going to, like... let me think about this. Because, like, Lucario could definitely, like, E-speed my Butterfree and then Duraludon KOs the Butterfree? It's a good question. Let me think about how I want to handle this. How would you handle this if you were me? If you were me, what would you do in this situation? I'm actually curious. I could also just, like, Aura Wheel the Lucario. Like... right now, and hard switch in my Ferrothorn. I'm totally doing that. I know you're going after my Butterfree. I know you're going after my Butterfree. Don't act like I don't know that you want my Butterfree. Show me like E-speed Flash Cannon into my Butterfree slot. Show it to me. He's not E-speeding. Uh-oh. Abort mission. Yo, we almost one-shotted that guy. Can you believe that damage? So he's totally close combat in my boy Morpeko, though. Don't you do it. No, Morpeko. No. All right, you know what? We tried our best. Yo, he respected the correct target. Crit and the crit. Yo, he needed it. Morpeko, dummy thick right there. If I would have Dynamax, we would have KO'd. That's ridiculous. And let's see what he's going for with the... oh, and he's Life Orbed. All right, Morpeko trades 1-for-1 with Lucario. That means Morpeko good as Lucario confirmed. Thunderbolt, don't you dare get a para. Don't you dare get a para. I mean, you can, but don't. Just don't. All right, thank goodness. All right. Perfect. So, yeah, we traded 1-for-1 with the main damage dealer on that team. That's actually pretty good. We still haven't Dynamaxed yet. Neither is he. I still think we want to bring out Butterfree here. His team doesn't have that many fast Mons. Like, he can bring out, like, Whimsicott, but, like, I don't think that's actually the play you want to go for here. So, let's see it. Butterfree's popping on the board. We just put up Leech Seeds and we're going to be fine. Dracovish. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Big D. Dracovish. I mean, if I just set Leech Seeds, I win, right? Let me think about how I want to deal with this, though. I have to put stuff asleep. Dracovish outspeeds me. Duraludon should outspeed me, but I think it's vested. So I'm actually going to sleep powder the Duraludon and go for a Leech Seed up into the Dracovish because that is more of a threat that I can't deal with in the long term. And you don't want to switch out Butterfree for Gyarados because, like, we're both weak to Thunderbolt. So the play here is going to be hoping that Duraludon is, like, HP special attack investment instead of like special attack speed, because remember Duraludon has 85 base speed. It's actually quite speedy, but it has to have the points in speed, and if the points are in speed, it's not gonna be it's not gonna be moving as fast, or you guys get the idea. Please. All right, cool. Dracovish is faster. Vicious Rending my Ferrothorn is ballsy to say the least. It's ballsy to say the least. And Sleep Powder, cool. We are going to be outspeeding that Duraludon. So yeah, they're always full bulk, especially when they're going to go Dynamax. But you can generally assume it has 85 base speed, but they usually like to put those points in HP and specialty instead. So Leech Seed goes up. You'll love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. He might Vicious Run my Butterfree next turn. I think it's a Choice Scarf on that Dracovish over there. I mean, it could still be banded, but I still think it's Scarfed. What we're going to do here is we're just going to get those juicy Leech Seed ticks. We're going to now Sleep Powder the Dracovish and go for, you know, just go for some Leech Seeds and just spread the seeds around. Seeds, please. You get a Leech Seed, and you get a Leech Seed. And I still haven't Dynamaxed yet, and I still have a Gyarados in the back. So, we're doing pretty okay. He's going for a Vicious Rend. He's going to be clocking our Focus Sash up. That's what it's there for. It's exactly what it's there for. Hopefully we get more than a one-turn sleep on these guys. Hopefully I hit my Sleep Powders. There we go. Sleep Powders making the action. So that guy hasn't even started his sleep turns yet, so we love to see that. Let us actually see what I want to do to this Duraludon. Like, I think I'm just going to Hurricane it after I hit my Leech Seed. I know it's not going to do a ton of damage, but, like, Dracovish has to be asleep this turn. It's not even doing anything. I'm also not scared of Dracovish. I want that thing to actually sit on the board for a long time because, like, it does absolutely nothing to my Gyarados. I don't want to switch out Butterfree because I know he's going to be hitting that slot with, like, an Electric Terrain to, like, wake up. And so I don't want to, like, switching Gyarados, have it come in an Electric Terrain. I'd rather just deal damage with Butterfree and, you know, hopefully just grind this guy out. So I think I'm actually just going to go for, like, Hurricane. I think I'm just going to Hurricane because it's decent damage. It go for a 30% chance Confuse. And, like, both these moves are really bad versus both of those Pokemon. Gyro Ball does less damage. Or sorry, Gyro Ball does more damage to a Duraludon, so I guess I'll Gyro Ball it. But it's, like I said, it's a bulky Duraludon. It's not even a fast one. A lot of people actually really like Iron Head over Gyro Ball. I still think Gyro Ball is really good because it's a lot better versus things like Dragapult and stuff like that. So let me get that confused. 30% of the time. Not this time. Goodbye, Butterfree. Steel. Max Steel. All right. What's that defense boost? I could have switched to my Gyarados. And we got a 2-turn sleep. I'll take a 2-turn sleep. That's completely fair and balanced gameplay. All right, so Gyarados is going to be coming in here. I'm probably going to have to Dynamax with my Gyarados and go for, like, Max Steel. Or, sorry, Max Ground. There we go. Not any amount of damage worth mentioning at all, but, like, Ferrothorn gets a full heal every turn off these guys. And historically, Duraludon doesn't have fire attacks. It's a Steel type, Steel Dragon. So it has, like, Draco Meteor, Thunderbolt, and a bunch of other really unique moves, but not fire attacks. So, like, Ferrothorn's going to be sitting pretty easy trying to grind this guy out, I think. I think I can. Gyarados popping it off, getting the big Intimidate, making that Dracovish completely useless. Both of our Pokemon completely walled that Pokemon. I can't believe this guy actually brought it. But, hey, you know what? He still has another Pokemon in the back, so we're not out of dodge just yet. We're going to be going for a Dynamax. We're going to go for a Max Quake in that slot. Gives us a special D-boost. And again, we just want to get the Duraludon off the board, so we're actually just going to be nuking that, I think. Actually, let me think about that. I might actually just go for a Power Whip onto the Dracovish. It could miss, I guess, but, like, it does so much less to Duraludon with the Gyro Ball that we might as well just damage Dracovish, put it within range for 1 or 2 more Leech Seed ticks. So we're going to be Dynamaxing with Gyarados here, going big. I think Bulldoze is still really, really unique on this team. Sure, this team is made more so to Trick Room, but you can go like Bulldoze, pair with Aegislash, proc your weakness policy, get KOs that way. It's a great way to deal with like Mimikyus. It's a great way to deal with like Tyrannotars. And again, like being able to max Quake things is still really, really important, I think. I think it's still super important. I can also like protect Ferrothorn and go for max Quake next turn, make it so I can outspeed if I have to. That doesn't do anything. Dummy Thick, Assault Vest, max bulk Gyarados. You'll love to see it. Remember, he does have a defense boost off his max Steel Spike, so it's not going to do like a ton. But remember, the main point here is to go for those Leech Seed ticks to get that value. I wouldn't be surprised to see. I don't think his Dracovish was still asleep this turn, so it's going to wake up next turn. But it might be dead. So yeah, okay, he has like 2 turns left. So both these Pokemon have like 2 turns left. There's not that much they can do to our boy Ferrothorn, and we're getting special D-boosts on both of our Mons at the same time. Like, look at all this value coming in here. So let's actually see, what is his last Pokemon? It's not going to be Whimsicott, right? So we've seen Lucario. It has to be either Grimmsnarl or Gastrodon. Both of those don't want to fight, but we're about right now. Like, Grimmsnarl doesn't want any part of either of these Pokemon. Let me think about if there's like a better ability to set. Like, would it be better to set Rock? Would it be better to set Overgrowth? Would it be better to set a Geyser? It's not better to set a Geyser. I think it's actually better to go for probably a max Overgrowth into the Duraludon, because it could potentially catch a Gastrodon switching in. Yeah, that's worth it. Both of them, double worth it. Doubling into Duraludon, doesn't really matter. Dracovish is going to wake up. Vicious Rend. Yo, you're weak, Chief. You're weak. I have the high ground. Oh my gosh, so thick. Thunderbolt? What's a Thunderbolt? You ever seen a Thunderbolt? I've never seen a Thunderbolt. Peace. And again, we're not killing that on purpose, so we got the Leech Seed tick to finish it off. It was just to cover a Gastrodon switch in. I mean, I guess we'll kill it with a Pyro. Pyro was supposed to go into the Dracovish, but it was a missed target. He just DC'd! Yo, he's salty! He rage quit! Yo, he's so mad! Look how, like, I love seeing people rage quit. I actually love seeing the rage quits. We still get the points for them. You know, you still see the rage quits all the time. But how mad do you have to be to, like, just rage quit against the Morpeko guy? Like, yo, Chief, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing if you can't beat the Morpeko guy, in my opinion. So those are all the games I have to show for you guys today. I want to say thank you so much for coming and watching me on Christmas. Hopefully you guys have an absolute wonderful day. You guys can always check out the Discord. There's a link to the Discord in the description of this video. I'm probably going to be streaming with this team later on this week. So if you guys want to see more games with this team, let me know in the comments below. If there's a lot of people that want to see this team made into a rental team, I can make it into a rental team. But you guys got to let me know in the comments below. You know, every single comment really helps. Like I was saying before, I really like reading the comments every single morning. So if you guys want to leave those comments, leave those likes, I would really appreciate it. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.